$62 million. We hear a lot about U.S. Air Force operations in Iraq, but we don't hear often enough about Operation Noble Eagle, the Air Force's work keeping our own shores safe. Jennifer Griffin is at Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland with an exclusive look at this. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Gretchen. Well, we are the guests of the 316th Wing. This is part of the Air Force District of Washington, which was stood up after 9/11 to help with Homeland Defense. Yesterday, we took a ride in the back of an F-16 while two F-16s intercepted on a training mission a small Cessna passenger plane. Here's what we saw.
I knew I was in trouble when they told me we'd be flying with a pilot whose call sign is Psycho.
For Psycho and for Soju.
Lieutenant Colonel Mike Sinaraki and Lieutenant Colonel Dave Miles, call sign Soju, had just briefed me about our mission. My vital signs had been good enough to fly, but what I really needed was my head examined. The 113th Wing would be my guide. I vowed after flying with the Thunderbirds a year ago that I would no longer test the force of gravity on my body by flying in an F-16. But this was a milestone in U.S. air defense. The Air Force had just flown its 1 millionth flight since 9/11. NORAD, which began Operation Noble Eagle on September 14, 2001, now has fighter jets all over the country on high alert. It marked the millionth mission flown as part of the global war on terror by carrying out a mock intercept of a wayward Cessna with us on board. Psycho buzzed ahead of us while we signaled by tilting our wings for the small passenger plane to follow us. We did what was known as a headbutt. Two F-16s, one with me in the back, pushed the Cessna back out of the restricted zone south of the Capitol. In March alone, NORAD intercepted 3 wayward planes over Washington, D.C. It has not had to shoot any down, but they could. Each plane is armed with infrared and heat-seeking missiles. We needed gas, so a KC-135 refueling tanker filled us up. It's like having a gas station in midair. The boom lowered over our heads and offloaded the fuel. First Psycho filled up, then it was our turn. We flew to New York in a very few minutes, but the cloud cover was too thick to swing by the Statue of Liberty as planned, so we headed back to Andrews.
And that's where we are right now, Gretchen. It was an amazing flight, but as we got here, there was an alert, and 2 other F-16 pilots began to scramble, but when they got to the end of the runway, the situation had already been resolved. The guys here tell me they have at least 1 or 2 of these incidents a day out here at Andrews, protecting Washington and all along the East Coast. Back to you.
All right, fun assignment. Jennifer Griffin, thanks so much for sharing that with us.
Good job, Jennifer.
All right, we warned people